morning. I hope you're having a good morning. I am not. I am not. I got a little bit of progress yesterday, especially chewing my brother's ass out and talking to the lawyer. However, drinking this coffee, which I'll have to be drinking it all day, or water, which I can't get the taste of. I can't get the taste of the water at all. I can't. I drink it and it's like drinking fucking like plastic or something. The first round in the morning is good. The first round is good. Then I've got to cook beans for like 6 hours if I want to eat, which I do. So I have to. I have to cook them for like 6 fucking hours before I can eat them. And I'm not looking forward to doing that. It was actually pretty good though. If you have cheese to put with them, it was actually pretty good, and it didn't give me heartburn as bad as it normally does. I've got really fucking horrible heartburn. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my digestion to throw back at me, and I don't want to hear the coffee is gonna be not helpful. I'm aware of that part of it. I already know. The phone. Um, I had the fucked up card, and it took a while. But when I figured it out, oh, okay, these are the numbers, and pressed them in. That was the day I got home with it. It might have been the next day, but either way, it was Sunday, so you couldn't call anybody at the place and alter or change your plan, which I would have only had to give them $10 more, and I put 30 on there, and I have a feeling they're going to tell me, "Oh, you already picked your plan. You've been using your plan." They could just they could still change it. They could take the $10 off of the 30 and change it, leave me with $20. But they want you to pay 40. They want you to pay 40 more to be able to change it, which is kind of dumb because the plan is the exact same plan, except you get 10 more things of data, 10 more gigabytes of data for the 40 than you get for the 30. The 30's five's not even close to enough. And when they slow it down, it's not like you don't have it, but you might as well not have it because you ain't watching shit. You ain't doing shit. You can't do shit. And these are all the things I found out the next day, or immediately as I had already left. And of course, their employee, he didn't know how to do anything. I had to do most of the turn the fucking service on for him because he didn't know how to do anything with the prepaid. He was even telling me the whole time that it was gonna, and I think he would have took my $25 for the SIM card when it was only 15. The other guy walked up to him and told him it was 15, and he had that look in his face like he just lost $10 himself. And that fucking pisses me off because I didn't have any extra money. I had to cut into whatever little money, and I was finally like, fuck it, I'll pay $30 to put on there just to get the fuck out of here. And I did, and I got out of there. And that was the money I didn't want to get into. I could have paid the lady the whole $350 instead of having to cut into the extra little bit of money. But all the phone companies did like that. Every fucking one of them. They didn't give a fuck. They would rob you and take any extra money they could get out of you and pocket it. You might as well say they pocketed it. That's what it felt like after the T-Mobile guy did what he did. Because he just looked at the phone. The other one I've got probably right next to me. I can show you that one. It doesn't have a crack on it at all. It still has the same scratch the guy called a crack when he just walked away and didn't let me get the new phone that the company, their fucking corporation, with every bit of information that I had given them, telling them what I had done with it and how it didn't really, um, it didn't matter. He wasn't going to give me that phone. He saw the crack and he was going to call it a crack, and it was a scratch. It still is a scratch. There's no crack on that phone at all. Uh, so I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm going to cook my beans for 6 hours before breakfast. I need to make some phone calls, which at least I can make the phone calls without having to be fucking out of there. But goddamn, does it make you in a shitty ass mood? It puts you in a real shitty ass mood. Mainly the attitude of my brother. If I could get there, I'd I'd punch him in his fucking face so fucking hard. I'd knock the fuck out of his ass. I've only hit my brother one other time in my life. He did some dumbass shit and I beat the fuck out of him. I beat his ass and I felt so bad about it afterwards. But what he was doing at the time to catch that ass whooping from me, he did it right in front of me. So he knew he was fucking around when he did that. And I apologize, but I beat the fuck out of him. I mean, I took his ass to the fucking floor when it happened. Not one of my favorite memories, but the way he's been talking shit, I want to fuck him up. I want to fuck his ass up for being such a little fucking bitch. And be a bitch, being a bitch. Like, because every motherfucker in the world, everyone, I've asked everyone. There was another friend of mine that told me, call Craig, ask Craig what, to do about that, or what, let's see what he says. So I didn't, I was like just hoping this guy hadn't died himself because he's fucking upper 70s, almost 82. So, that's as old as men get before we fucking cash out and die normally. Most men, average fucking lifespan of a man's like 71 or 75, something like that. Yeah, you can live longer than that. I know that. I'm not fucking stupid. But I'm saying I hadn't talked to him long enough to know if he would respond or not. And I've got two numbers for the guy. So I didn't know. Or I wasn't sure. Getting very, 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 like, I don't even know what to say. I don't have any of the wiggle room of patience and energy, or whatever you want to call it, to fuck around or be cool. I don't. I'm like already on. I've already been on edge for like fucking the past 3 weeks, maybe more than that. So I have to really be careful how I fucking react, and act. And I had these crazy ass dreams. Thankfully, I remember them. They're not valid, or they're not important to fucking go into. And that's pretty much it. Every day it's the same fucking shit. The same shit again and again and again and again. The shit that's bothering me There's nothing fucking I can do about it that I know, that I've found or discovered. It's fucking annoying because I don't know what I'll end up doing. So I just spent 1 hour talking to the AT&T, and I knew pretty much what to expect. I knew what to expect. I just got the plan Saturday. They're closed Sunday. This is the beginning of Monday. So it's not like it's not that far out. And then I got this fucked up card I couldn't decipher. And no, they can't do anything. They won't do anything. If I paid $10 more, you would assume, here, I want the $40 plan. Take $10 more. Put me on the 40 plan. They would take the data that they have the 5 instead, and it would bump up to 15 instead of being 5. I would have minus whatever I've already used. Everything else would be the same. They could do that. It could be possible. I said, well, what if I add on the data? You know what they're selling the gigabyte for? $10 a pop. That's 1 day. That's 1 day worth of data. Are you fucking kidding me? But you can sell it to me on the plan. $10 more would have got me fucking. Shut the fuck up, you stupid motherfucker. This thing gets in the way. $10 more would have gave me 10 gigs, and they won't let me anything close to that at all. You could pay $20 and get 3 of them, and that's not enough either. So I could add 5 more with what I have for the $30. And she wants me just to renew my plan at $30, go back up to 5 like I was Saturday, and then be out again without $30. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, how do you think, what part of a plan or a value is that? I'm like, I just went in there and paid $30 for a plan. I didn't know it wasn't enough. I had to pay that to get out of there because your guy didn't even know. And the guy was going to take $25 for me for the SIM card when it cost $15. He said 25. He was going to take $25. And I could see the look on his face that he was going to pocket that shit. He was going to pocket that money. He wasn't going to he was going to pay for it with the 15. I'm not any wiser. He probably does it all the fucking time. So they're pirate ass pieces of shit. And I told that lady that. I was like, this is fucked up. I just went in there on Saturday. I don't know. I'm trying to get what I need to fucking survive and have a phone. I was like, this isn't going to be enough data. And when y'all slow it down, y'all slow it so fucking slow, you can't even use it. You watch YouTube, it buffers every second. They're the worst. Anyway, this isn't working out so great.